welcome in. It's Crystal. I wanted to do a pick a card with their hidden feelings, and we're gonna dive deep into that. But here's the thing: I don't like my hands, guys. I think that they are old and decrepit, so I really don't like to show them, and only show my hands and the cards. So we're going to do this face to face, and I love this deck, but it is just all, like, I made them, but it is a tarot deck. It has all of the cards, like, the moon, the strength, like two of swords, all that, right? So what I'm going to do is there's 3 piles. The first pile is the Hangman, okay? The second one is the Sun, and the third one is the Fool. Now these cards are in the reading, so they will be part of the reading if you want to go off of what the card is. But when I was listening to tarot, I always just picked a number and went with it, whatever just kind of called to me, and I felt like, okay, well, that was what was meant for me to hear. Now, just because you hear one doesn't mean that you can't listen to more than one, okay? You can listen to multiple ones. It's not, you don't have to just listen to one. But anyway, so I'm going to, down below, put the timestamps in each pile and all, like what I said, so you don't have to remember, you don't have to rewind. And let's get to it, guys. Like, I'm so excited to hear the hidden feelings, what's going on right now. Thanks for being here. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what their hidden feelings towards you are. The emotions that they can't express. The feelings that they're scared to share. Let's see. Pile number 1, Spirit. Okay, this first one is going to be their current feelings. Emotions they're keeping inside, but they don't openly express. Okay, so we got the Hangman. So I think that they are in limbo, possibly. They're taking a time out. Y'all are not talking right now. They might be trying to get a different perspective on the situation. I got within a week. So something within this is fixing to change within the next week. You could hear from them, or you hear something about them. Something is fixing to change within the next week. Y'all, I am freezing. I don't know if I'm starting to get a cold, because our weather here is all over the place. Like, one minute it's pretty and the next it's cold as shit. Anyway, the next one is the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe they feel like there's fixing to be a good outcome to this, or that there's fixing to be a shift fixing to happen that's going to bring a good outcome. Maybe even that things between y'all are changing. Something within your dynamic has changed. Okay, so let's see. What do they think about when they see you? What goes through their head? Like their thoughts, their mental energy, what do they think of you when they see you? For my pile number 1. Well, there's collaboration here. I got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is working together for success. It's teamwork. So maybe when they look at you, that they see it working out, that y'all can work as a team together, being together. mean, they have confidence in this, y'all. We got the Strength card. Maybe they look at you as being powerful and confident. You might be determined. You know, you have a determination about you that they like. They might even miss it, you know. Okay, so what are they not telling you? Like, what's the secrets here that they're suppressing? Maybe something that they haven't admitted yet. Like, what's the secrets? What have they not admitted? What is it? It's the Queen of Swords, y'all. So, I don't feel like they've told the truth. You know, they're keeping secrets about their emotions for sure, you know. This is somebody that is very logical though, you know, and has like some strong boundaries. But with this being in the suppressed emotions, you know, in the secrets, like I just really do feel like you might not know how they feel, that you might not know that they find you very, you know, confident and determined and powerful and, you know, logical maybe, or they're the one that's being logical right now. You might have strong boundaries, but I feel like it's them. I feel like they have boundaries right now. So what's blocking this? What kind of obstacles or fears? What's blocking this? The Ten of Swords. Something painful. So I feel like, you know, something happened between y'all that was very painful, and that's what's not, you know, y'all are not together right now. And there needs to be some healing there with that Ten of Swords in the back. But with that being said, you know, the Ten of Swords is as bad as it gets. So that card is actually a pretty good card, even though it does speak about painful truths, you know, about a painful ending. It is the worst it gets. So after the Ten of Swords, it goes right back, you know, it's into healing and getting better. So that means that it should be moving forward, you know, into healing. I also have the Five of Pentacles. So, and this is in the obstacles still. This could be, you know, that they're feeling left out. You know, maybe they feel like you're moving on without them, you know, or they could be going through a financial struggle on top of all of this. You know, these are, what do you call it? You know, you take it or you leave it type thing. It either resonates or it don't. Don't force it to fit, because not every reading is for everybody. You know, these are collective readings, so. But when that card comes out, it's also a warning to save money. So maybe, you know, if it resonates with you and you know you're spending too much, then try to check your savings, you know, and just watch what you're spending. It's also my health concern card. So if you're worried about a health concern, or maybe they are, you know, I would get that checked out. Okay, let's go on. So their next possible actions. How are they going to move towards my collective? In my pile number 1, how are they going to move towards my collective? The next possible action, Spirit, can you give that to me? Oh, this cat, I swear. The Seven of Wands. So this is, you know, like standing up for yourself. It's courage and conviction. You know, it's protecting what you feel is yours. So maybe they're going to come forward, you know, with conviction and courage and try to take, you know, and stand up for what they believe in. There's a tower right after that. I feel like the tower has already happened though. But it also, this tower, you know, is a sudden change and a shakeup of what, you know, what happened. But that means that, you know, things fall apart so things can fall together. And when you say that, like, you know, sometimes they fall together, back together with that person, and sometimes they fall apart for something new to come in that's better, you know. But a lot of times when relationships go through these things and they come back together, they're stronger, you know, together. So you can build a stronger foundation towards the both of y'all. Okay. Let's pull some cards on, because that was their actions. I feel like they're going to be coming towards you. Oh, I don't have my cards. I want to do some, what's their thoughts and feelings. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. What would they like to say to my pile number one? Spirit, pile number one, what would they like to say that they're holding back? I regret what I did to you. They will never compare to you. That's if they're talking to anybody, or if you think they're talking to somebody. You're always on my mind. Every time I hear that card, it reminds me of Elvis. That song, you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. I need to tell you the truth. Ooh. Maybe they are gonna, we were talking about that, how like you don't know the whole truth. Maybe they don't, you know, they haven't fully told you just how much they care. This one flew out. You are wifey, husband material. Shut the door. I love the way you dress. So something about the way that you dress, they like that. I don't like all the attention you get. I want to make new memories with you. Oh, y'all, I really do think that within the next week, you might be hearing from this person. And y'all could have conversations to make this better. I love this for you guys. Yes, I do. All right, well, I hope that you like the video. I hope it resonates. And don't forget to like. It always helps my channel. And I will see you on the next one, guys. Thank you. Hey, my pile number two. Let's find out all the hidden feelings and secrets and all the goodies, the good stuff. What is going on with the current energies? The hidden feelings towards my pile number two, Spirit. Maybe some emotions they haven't expressed yet. What is going on with my pile number two? Knock out all the bad. Okay, the current feelings from pile number one. So this first card I'm going to pull is the emotions that they're keeping inside. Something that they're not openly expressing. What are they keeping inside? Oh, this is a couple of weeks. So maybe something within y'all's dynamic is going to change in the next couple of weeks, guys. The Knight of Wands. This is like quick forward movement. And then I have the Sun. So this is, you know, clarity. It's positive energy. It's illumination and vitality. So maybe within the next couple of weeks. They're going to move swiftly, fastly towards you, I feel like, to, you know, bring some type of clarity and positiveness to the situation. Maybe even illuminate some things. Maybe you have questions and doubts about what's going on and you don't quite know everything, and I feel like they're fixing to bring in some clarity. But this is a success card, you know, it's a joy, so I don't feel like it's going to be bad news. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this is something that you just didn't know. Maybe how they feel, how good they feel, and you didn't know that, how good they feel towards you. Okay, so this next one is what they think when they see you. What's their thoughts? What's the impression, you know, their mental energy? What are their thoughts with my pile number 2 when they see my collective? Sorry, my card fell. The Knight of Swords. So, I mean, they're motivated to succeed, or maybe they see you as motivated to succeed. Maybe you're being a little bit impulsive. Are you being like insensitive to them in some type of way? You know, this is how they feel, y'all. It's not, you know, and you take it or leave it. It's a collective reading. But they're looking at you as being maybe cold, impulsive, rude, insensitive. So maybe they did something, you know, that's got you feeling this way. Let's see, what else? So, okay, there was an ending here. I got the Death card. But I feel like, you know, endings happen so beginnings can start, you know, and the Death card also speaks about a transformation and growth. So I feel like between y'all there is an ending, but I feel like it's also a chance for y'all to come back together and transform the relationship into something better, you know, like a new beginning, because usually that's what happens after you have the death, you know. But the Seven of Cups come out, so they're also like, there's many choices and options here, you know, and this is also under what they think about you. So maybe they think you have other options, you have other choices. But this also is the delusional card, right? Maybe some stuff is not quite as it seems, you know, in their head about you and what you've got going on. This also could be about you too, though, because, like, you know, roles can be reversed in these also. So you take what resonates and leave the rest, guys. But somebody has many choices, or that person thinks the other partner has many choices. But like I said, it's also a delusional card, you know, so there might not be as many choices as you think. But I feel like everybody has choices. We all have choices. We all have options. You know, none of us is only, oh, I only have one option and I have to go with it. No, we all have multiple options. But I think that they look at you as like, y'all can work this out together, you know, as a team. Y'all can collaborate and have success, because that's my 3 of Pentacles, you know. And I'm still on that card of what they think about you when they see you. So they look at you that this could work, you know, if y'all could work together and it would work out. Okay, let's go to the next one. So Spirit, what they're not telling you? What is the secrets? What's the emotions? You know, something that they haven't admitted yet. Is there anything, Spirit, for my pile number 2? Like any kind of secrets? Anything that they haven't expressed yet? So it's the High Priestess. You know, and this is what it speaks to me, is like your intuition knows what they haven't said. Like you already know what they've not expressed, how they feel, all their secrets. I feel like deep down, spiritually, you know. You know, maybe you don't want to admit it. Maybe you don't want to see it. Because I know sometimes, like, I'll have, in my past, I'll have gut feelings about somebody, but like I don't want to believe it, that like maybe there is somebody else, or maybe they do like that person. Like, what, are they flirting, or you know, that's just an example on my part. But my intuition has always kind of told me what's there. I just necessarily don't want to listen to it. Okay, so what else do we have there? Secrets, stuff that they're hiding. So I got the Ace of Pentacles. You know, maybe they're getting a new job opportunity, because that's also what this is, you know, a financial success. But it's also just a new opportunity, you know. Maybe they're gonna come in with this new opportunity, you know. I don't know. Let's read a little bit more. Y'all, I've got lies and schemes and dishonesty with the Seven of Swords here. And that is still in the secrets. So maybe there's something here that you don't know about yet. Or they're running from some obligations. Maybe that's what's in the next couple of weeks. You're going to find out about all this. But you know, I got the Sun card there, the clarity and all that. So I don't, maybe, you know, this is going to bring in some type of clarity on the confusion you have. But that High Priestess there, like your intuition's already telling you something. So what's blocking this? Like, what's the obstacles and the fears, Spirit, for my pile number 2? What is, like, any kind of outside influences that might be affecting this? What's the obstacles and fears? The challenge. The Page of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning. It could also be a career change. Maybe somebody had a career change and had to move, or they're having a career change and they're working a lot. You know, it's also the beginning stages of something new. It's a very youthful beginning energy is what I'm picking up on. But I feel like this is more job. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So like somebody's being greedy and trying to hold on too tightly. This also could be what's blocking this. Because if you hold on to somebody so tightly, they have no way to breathe, you know, and you've got to be able to release it a little bit. Let them breathe, let them figure out, you know, what they're doing, what they like, what they don't like, where they're going, where they're not going. You know, you have to be secure within yourself that if this doesn't work out, I can find somebody else. You know, there's tons of fish out here in the sea. Don't ever beg somebody to be with you. Don't ever beg somebody to stay, you know. It's hard to say though, I know. Or it's easier to say it than to do it. Within 6 months, y'all, I want to burn that card. 6 months is too far away. Like everything that we're talking about right now, you're going to forget about it in another week or two. Like you're not going to remember what this is about in 6 months. So like, I really need to just get rid of that card. But something within 6 months could happen, y'all. I have to say that. Maybe y'all split up for freaking 6 months. Maybe y'all have been split up for 6 months. Maybe this is something that happened 6 months ago. You know? Hell, I know one time I was watching tarot forever. Because it was so hard to get over that person. All right, guys, let's go to the next one. Their next possible actions. What is the next possible actions from this person? My pile number 2. Pile number 2. Woo, the 10 of Cups, guys. Happily ever after. Are you shitting me? What? Yeah. Oh my God. Taking a leap of faith, a new beginning, the Fool with the 10 of Cups. Guys, this person is going to come in and try to have a whole new beginning with y'all. And they want that happily ever after. A deep love. Wow. That totally just threw me for a loop. I wasn't really expecting that. Do I need that? Let's go up with it. I feel like it's fixing to get dark in here. I wasn't expecting that to come flying out of there. Especially together. Like, y'all, it's crazy. Okay, Spirit, for my pile number 2, what would my person like to tell my collective? What would they like to say? What would they like to say to my collective? I regret what I did to you. That come out for pile number 1. And I just shuffled them. Y'all see me shuffle them. They will never compare to you. That did too. So like with that card, I feel like if you think they're talking to somebody else, they don't compare. You're always on my mind. So they're definitely thinking about you a lot. I underestimated how important you are in my life. I feel like that is very strong for this, especially with that ending and that possible actions that's coming in. I don't think that they realized how their feelings are, and they're realizing, you know, especially if you let go and you don't have that tight hold on them anymore. Like a lot of times they're like, oh God, where'd they go? Because, you know, we can feel it. Like you can feel it when somebody's letting go. They don't pull on your strings anymore, you know, your emotional strings, and they'll start freaking out. Okay, let's see. I think time apart is best for right now. And I think that, you know, that's probably true, because a lot of times y'all breakups, like, are good for a relationship. It really is, because it makes you realize just how much you care about that person. I have never felt this strongly about someone before. And see, that's just it. They might not even know how they felt till you break up. And then you're like, holy crap, like, I love this person. I am not emotionally available right now. Sounds like they're kind of like all over the place. Because, yeah, then it says, I'm obsessed with you. Like, this person definitely is. I am focused on my career and finances. Like, finances has definitely come out in this pile. So I think that this person is definitely, you know, got something going on with their career, you know, whether they took a new job or a new position, or they're looking for something new. Something is going on with their career. But guys, that is what I have for you, and I hope it helps. Don't forget to like the video. It always helps me. And until next time, guys, I hope it helped. Hello, pile number 3. We are digging in and finding out the hidden feelings from your person. We want to know it all, right? What in the world was that? Anyway, okay. Let's dig deep. Pile number 3, Spirit. Give me the emotions that they're keeping inside. Something that they're not expressing to my pile number 3 collective. What is it? I got the Fool. So they are not expressing that they want a new beginning, that they're ready to take a leap of faith. They're holding this in. Maybe not showing that. They're hiding it, that they miss you. I also got the 4 of Pentacles, and you know, this card is a financial card. You know, it's about holding on too tightly. Possibly, you know, greed. you know, but it's also a stability card, but somebody's holding on too tightly, and maybe that's them that's trying to hold on to this, you know. And when that card comes out, it reminds me to tell you to just loosen the grip a little bit. So if that's you, you know, and you're holding on too tightly and you're checking your phone every 2 minutes, like, have they texted, have they called, oh wait, I need to drive out their house, oh my god, I need to do this. And calm down, take some deep breaths, and focus on what you got going on in your life, your job. Like, what are you doing minute to minute? You know, what shows are you interested in? Do you like to read? Start reading. Like, try to focus more on what makes you happy other than what they're doing. I'm preaching, but it even could be them. But somebody's holding on too tightly and needs to let go just a little bit. So we got the Two of Pentacles, you know. This is juggling a busy life. So maybe they got a lot of crap going on right now, y'all. You know, this also could be juggling other people. I have to throw that out there because it can be, you know, options, 2 different options. But most of the time it's showing a busy life, that you're juggling a lot all at once, you know, so you're very busy. Okay, so what do they think about you when they see you? Like, what's their thoughts, the impressions? Like, what's the mental energy when they see you? What do they think about when they see you? If they were to see you. The Hierophant. They think that you're very spiritual. You're very... you have a lot of wisdom. You're very smart. You could have religious beliefs. Do you know what I'm saying? You'd be really religious. And they know it. I feel like when I see this card that it speaks to me about that you're in tune with spirituality. Like, you're just, you know, you just have a lot of wisdom about you. They might not even realize how you get it. But we got the Temperance too, that you're very patient. I think that you're very encouraging to find a middle ground in everything. You also have this healing energy around you, and you know, that's just who you are. You're very healing, you know. And they see that. I think that this is something that they like about you. For sure, I'm getting goosebumps everywhere, and I got a heater on my feet. So, I know that's spirit talking to me. Okay, so what are they not telling you? What is some secrets or emotions, just anything that they're trying to hide? What are they trying to hide and keep a secret? Spirit, from pile number 3. What are they trying to hide? Probably going to turn the heater off. I'm getting hot. 7 of Pentacles. I think that they're reevaluating their decisions. This also is like, you know, the efforts are starting to pay off. But I think that I think they're reevaluating. That's what's speaking to me in this card. Yeah. And you got the Judgment, because y'all have unfinished business. I feel like when this card comes out, when you're talking about getting back together with somebody, because that's what this is, clearly, you know, make sure that that unresolved business is resolved. Like, because sometimes a reunion between 2 people in a relationship is a test to see did you fix what was broken? Like, whatever didn't work, you know, did we fix it to move forward? Because sometimes we get back together and what we broke up for is still there, you know, so it's just going to pop back up again later. So anytime that you break up and you go back out, you got to make sure that those issues of why you broke up are resolved, that you got them fixed, you know. And if, you know, a lot of times people don't, they just love, right? So you don't really see that, like, whenever you're with somebody and let's say that they're an alcoholic and you just can't stand it, you know, and they're not wanting to quit. Well, if you can't stand it and you can't live with it, that's who they are. And you can't expect them to quit for you. They have to quit for themselves. So if you can't handle it, that's when you got to bounce and say, hey, I deserve something better than this, and you're not giving me what I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because love will keep you in a situation that's not really meant for you just because you love that person. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. But if you're miserable in it and you just love them, but yet you're miserable and like they won't stop drinking or what, this is just an example. You know, they spend a lot of money on it. They're drinking all the time. It gets on your nerves. You're constantly upset. Like, why live that way? You know? No. Don't live that way. Like, life is way too short to be upset and unhappy, y'all. Way too short. Okay. So, what is blocking this? The fears, the obstacles, any kind of outside influence. What is going on that's blocking this? Pile number 3. The 4 of Cups. And it literally says there, the lack of motivation. So I feel like somebody is not motivated enough, you know, or maybe somebody in this dynamic feels like the opportunity has been missed. You know, that like they can't come in and fix it. The damage is done. But there's unresolved issues here. There's unresolved business, you know, so even though somebody's feeling that way, there's still unresolved, unfinished business. You know what I mean? So like, it's going to stay that way until it gets cleared up. It's going to be unfinished. But yeah, we've got the 3 of Cups here. So maybe somebody, you know, the 3 of Cups is like social gatherings and reunions and all of that. But with it blocking, I feel like somebody is partying a lot maybe, or hanging out with friends and family that's keeping them away. You know, it's occupying them to be able to stay away and not try to fix this. Because that's in the blocking part. So that's why they're acting the way they are. Because they got other people, you know, keeping them entertained. The Queen of Wands. You know, this is an independent card. And it literally says inspires others. So I feel like other people are inspiring this person right now to have confidence and to be independent and determined. And that's what's blocking this, is you've got somebody that's hanging out with other people that feels confident that they're okay. Okay, so what's the possible next actions from this person to my collective? Spirit, for pile number 3, what is the next possible actions? Next possible action. That one almost flipped on me, it didn't. Ooh, in a few months. Y'all, a few months from now, you're going to forget all about this reading. Like, there's so much that can happen between now and then, but maybe this has been going on for a few months. Maybe something within this dynamic is going to happen in a few months that's dramatic. Hell, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know in a couple of months what the hell. Because I just want to throw that card away. Like, who cares about what's going to happen in a few months? It's so far away. Like, I want to know what's going to happen right now and then within like next week. Because energies change all the time, guys, all the time. So, like, you can't predict what's going to happen, like, a few months from now. Okay, so the Hangman, they're definitely pausing and trying to see things from a different perspective. Maybe taking some time out to themselves. You know, they are hanging out with people, but I think that they do have some time that they hang out by themselves and just think about things. Yeah, they feel loss and regret, disappointment, because I got the 5 of Cups. Okay, I need next possible action, Spirit. Next possible actions. Unless they're just going to keep loathing. But no, we've got communication and clarity coming out. The 7, or the Ace of Swords, sorry. I seen that 7. So maybe this was in the next 7 days. I don't want to say 7 weeks. That's pretty deep. So I got 2 7s here. So it's possible it could be within the next 7 days. Because, like, I clearly said that for a reason. And then I'm seeing 2 of them. So I feel like within the next 7 days, you're going to see some kind of change in this dynamic. But the next actions is communication. And it's to bring in, like, truth and clarity of the situation. Yeah. And I think that it's going to let you know whether to stay or go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do feel like when you get this clarity, it's going to let you know exactly what you should do. You know, should I stay or should I go? Okay, Spirit, let's see. What would they like to say to my collective? What would they like to say? I'm scared you will reject me. I know that we have a soul connection. Ooh. I'm afraid of commitment. Why is there so many people afraid of commitment anymore? I want to hold you. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I don't get the whole commitment thing. Like, commitment is not that bad. But for some reason, like, maybe it's social media that does it, that makes us feel like, oh my God, I don't want to commit. Oh my God, if I commit, I'm going to be in prison for the rest of my life. Like, shackled and chained to her bed. What the hell? Like, it's not that serious, guys. You know? Like, Jesus, I see so many people that are freaking scared of commitment. Okay, you deserve more than I can give you. My nose is itching. I want to make you smile. I am thinking about reaching out. Oh, okay. You brought the life back into my life. Oh, I love that. All right, guys, that is the reading that I have for you. I hope that it helps bring you some clarity and guidance. If you liked it, don't forget to like. It always helps my channel. And until next time, guys, thank you for being here.